spaghetti. Couldn't tell him nothing cause we lost him already. Cozy boy with his spaghetti. Want the money and fame, the price come heavy. The price come heavy. Like Shaq attack up on a backboard. Gummy, back up on a backboard. When she asked me if I love her, I just act bored. Say loser, ask for it. Living movie, blockbuster, this ain't a rental. Talking moody, all these diamonds up in my dental. I get never minded if I offend you. I need the silence, chaos, it's in my mental. You need a PJ, first class, not what you went to. You need the relay, chase money like you sane. I'll give you the boat, chain, and plane. Fame name, that's insane. Pop up. You need a in case the movies get insane. You need a ruby, the kind of jewelry that's from the rain. I'm just here to remind you, but never mommy, man. I'm here to remind you where you come from. All this peace retreat is lame done. You can never get rid of me. I live in you.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to the architectural wonder that is the Mercedes-Benz Stadium in downtown Atlanta. We thought the old place was loud. Somehow this place got even louder a short time ago as the Falcons were introduced to this sellout crowd. We're set to go as the Falcons get ready to match up with the Philadelphia Eagles. Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And this one is underway here on EA Sports. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he spins through. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Freeman. And not much. Maybe a yard up to the 29.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. Ooh, with a juke. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. On play action, Wentz. They dump off underneath to Ajayi. And he's able to get up here to the 26. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll make it 2nd down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Now a play fake. Wentz. Drops it off to Ajayi. At 5 yards on the play there, the drive will continue.
I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So, 2nd catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Absolutely. This early, the opening drive, as you said, 2 catches. So, if they can get him going in the passing game, that should open up his running game, too. And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. it's the Boise State alum, Jay Ajayi. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Come on now, let's go. Black, come on. There we go. Hey! There, sit.
Now Wentz throwing on second down. It's complete to Golden Tate. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. And that one results in 35 yards.
And let's face it, what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage afterwards.
Got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. We're only in the first quarter, so they better get a wrangle and a hold on that quickly.
Yeah, you're exactly right. And what's really difficult to try and defend him is you want to press him so that you get him on the ground quickly after the catch. A lot of times he'll just run past you at the initial point of contact, and he'll go deep.
11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. Wentz going to lead his guys up 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. To throw, it's Wentz. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Well, once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Back to the air on second down. Wentz. Hurts has it left side. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Play number 7 coming on this drive. It's 3rd and inches. Now it's Ajayi. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Give him a gain of 4, able to convert, and that sets up 1st and goal now. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Steps away to his left. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Nice job there defensively. A great time to dial up a blitz.
And give him credit under center instead of throwing it away. Actually a pretty good job of getting past the line of scrimmage, not losing yardage. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. They get it to him running left. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. It's about a 3-yard pickup there, but more importantly, they're still a few yards away here. It's now 4th down and goal. Now Scott, and he's not going to get in. They stop him at the 1. They stop him on 4th and goal at the 3. And the Falcons able to muster together a goal line stand. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
Hey, Rick Lance. 39.
The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. Oh, and he's not going to make it out of the end zone. The push too strong, and that'll be a safety. So after a scoreless first quarter, we at least finally get some points on the board.
But it can't be what either of us expected, can it?
No, the safety's not what you expect for the first points of the game, but one of the goose eggs is gone. And an alley to run. The Eagles coming out as they get ready. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
A simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you gave us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position. We were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence. Not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
And this time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. On first down, Wentz. Jeffrey with a catch left side. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They'll run with a former Badger. It's Corey Clement. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. We're back to Atlanta right after this timeout. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Get over there. Go. Here we go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Up from his linebacker spot, Deion Jones making the play.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
And he'll get this one down to about the 27. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let them outside where they can really shred your defense.
They fake the give. Now Wentz. And he fires one, but incomplete.
Well, we've seen him catch a few passes out of the backfield in the first half, unable to connect on that one.
Certainly seems like getting him the ball out of the passing game, though, is part of their game plan.
It certainly is because he catches it well, creates a mismatch. You're going to cover him with a linebacker, a corner, a safety. They feel like he can win every battle.
The field goal unit's going to stay put on the sideline. They're going to go on 4th down here.
Parking, 82 parking.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And the Falcons defense stands tall. They'll get the football back. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. On 1st down, Ryan drops it off for Coleman. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. A gain of 4 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. From the shotgun, Ryan. Caught on the right side by Jones. Ryan to Jones, the Falcon connection there for a first. First down now, but that clock rolling. He's been the forgotten man in this first half. Not a guy you want to forget. Not only his first catch, first time they targeted him.
That doesn't make any sense.
Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. On second down, here's Ryan. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
3rd and long, it's Ryan. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
21.
They'll indeed go for it with Ryan. He's airing it out for Sanu. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position. They run with Ajayi. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Lion.
Wentz to throw on second down. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. So on 3rd down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. On the left hash, this from 48 yards. And Elliott puts this one through. And that will give us the very rare scoreline of 5-0. So it's our first offensive points of the game so far, and it gives us a very rare scoreline. We don't see this one often, 5-0.
Yeah, it's been sort of a weird one to this point, hasn't it? But hey, in this league, you take points any way you can get them.
And a very solid return out across the 45-yard line before going out of bounds. So we've reached halftime here, and it's our visitors, the Eagles, leading this one. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Out come the Eagles now as they'll go on offense first here in the 3rd quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had an ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation.
And down he goes. They bring down Wentz on the sack. Grady Jarrett continuing to fight downfield. The big tackle gets him for a loss of 11. They'll toss it to Ajayi. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. To say they've kept him under wraps running the football, that's an understatement. He's been completely neutralized.
Yeah, they've essentially taken him out of the game, haven't they? You know, all the teams say, we're not going to let him beat us. Well, that's exactly what's happened here. They've lived up to that.
Vic Beasley in there to drop him for a loss of 10, and it'll be 4th and long. Well, how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
Hey, other side, solid, solid.
They do go for it. It's Wentz. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Ricardo Allen with a pick. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. When you're on your own 1-yard line like they were, oftentimes you're thinking just run on any down, get some space there. They elect to throw it. It cost them.
You get the sense that they were banking on the element of surprise, right? Everyone expects you to run it there. Let's take a shot. Let's throw it. Try and create some space, some room. And it went awry, didn't it?
He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Here's Ryan going underneath. It's Coleman. Touchdown, Falcons! Tevin Coleman, 32 yards. And the Falcons turn that interception into a touchdown. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him, and you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. And it's incomplete. And in the 3rd quarter here, they were trying to push that to a 3-point game, but instead it'll stay at 1.
And I'm a big proponent of not chasing points or going for 2 too early. But in this case, I understand why. You know, if you kick an extra point, you're just up 2, right? So a field goal still puts the other team ahead. So you go for 2 here and protect the field goal lead. They didn't get it done, though.
And out now come the Eagles. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Jack Crawford continuing to fight downfield. The big tackle gets him for a loss of 11. Play action. Now Wentz. They'll roll him out right. He finds Ajayi. They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. Now Wentz on 3rd down. And down he goes. They bring down Wentz on the sack. Takk McKinley in there to drop him for a loss of 10. And it'll be 4th and long. Here we go on 4th down with Wentz. He's going to fire one deep. He's got him in. Complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Takk McKinley in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. On 2nd down, here's Wentz. Dancing to his left. And it's a fumble. And the Falcons say they have it. They do.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
So should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about it anymore.
And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. Freeman again, a first down carry. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. The former Indiana Hoosier here, Tevin Coleman. And he'll be brought down in what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. Back now here on EA Sports. And we've got a dandy here. A one-point game as we begin the fourth. On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. Flushed out right. And that's incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
2nd and 10 now from the 27. Second and 10 now, Ryan. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Calvin Ridley, 27 yards. And the Falcons will extend their lead. And they use that height on the outside to get the score.
We've seen the evolution of the wide receivers. They've gotten taller and taller, but they've retained their quickness and their speed. It's a lethal combination.
Always good to have wide receivers with height.
22!
They'll try to run it in with Coleman. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line.
Well, they couldn't be happy that they were having to stop a two-point conversion because that means they gave up a touchdown. But a little solace there. You saw some good gang tackling, stacking him up before you get to the end zone.
We talk about offensive units putting in more two-point period sessions in practice. Defensively, do you do the same?
Absolutely.
He's got daylight. He's at the 40, the 20. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Boston Scott taking it goal line to goal line, 100 yards. And the Eagles are within an extra point of tying this thing up.
One of the most exciting plays in football, a kickoff return for a touchdown. And in all the excitement, let's not lose sight of the fact that now the pressure shifts to that snapper, holder, and kicker. This extra point is really important.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So out come the Falcons now. Ryan and the Falcons now come up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll run with Freeman here to begin the drive. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Nigel Bradham brings him down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Let's go.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Four down. Check. 22. 54, south.
Now Ryan on second down. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. Give him 3 on the play, and that'll bring up a third down. From the gun, it's Ryan. And it's complete. Hooper. First time they've looked his way in this game. He comes through picking up the first.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Ryan now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10.
Watch two.
Out of the gun, it's Ryan. Complete to Jones. A good pickup there at 22.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete.
Now he's been a busy man out of the backfield. They've looked his way quite a bit so far in this game.
Nice job there defensively, though, adjusting, because a couple of his earlier catches, he was wide open. Not that time.
You mentioned the key word, adjustment. A better cover man on him now in space.
2nd and 10. It's Ryan again. Coleman has it here right side. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. To throw again is Ryan. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And this defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. They'll try and throw for him with Ryan. And that is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Eagles defense able to hold. Boy, an incredibly aggressive move to go for it there. Game tied 4th quarter. You got to be surprised.
I am, and I know that we're in a new era of football where we look at the analytics sometimes, and a lot of time the analytics tell you to go for it, right? But do the analytics take into account game situation, where we are, all those things? In this situation, I thought it was an incredibly aggressive play.
It didn't work out, and again, tie game 4th quarter makes this thing a little bit more interesting. Now it's the all-purpose back. This is Darren Sproles. And takes this one across the 35 to the 36, a gain of about 4. Time for a break. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this. Again, they'll run it. Again, it's Sproles. Looking for an opening. Not much there. He'll get it to the 39. Ricardo Allen, the safety, makes the stop.
At this stage, you've got to hustle, got to get back to the line of scrimmage because you're saving that timeout to make sure you have a chance to get your kicker out there for the big shot.
No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave them with a 4th down. And this defense continues to give them fits. They just can't get really anything going on the ground, can they?
I love the theme that you just brought up. This defense has been tough all game long against the run. We just saw another example of it there.
Aguilar has it. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. They're able to keep the drive alive 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Now Wentz. Rolling to his right. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at second down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons, as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this fourth quarter. The Eagles on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 11. Back to throw. Wentz. He finds Aguilar over the middle. And the Falcons going to use another timeout, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
All right, so time to reset here. It's a huge kick there, gives them the lead, but they've got to be careful that their celebrations aren't a little too premature.
You're exactly right about that, because there still is time for the other guys to run a few plays and get into field goal position. So this defense is going to need to come up with one final stop if they're going to get out of here with a victory.
Atlanta now coming out on the field. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when the clock hits 7 seconds or left, now you got a decision. Are you in field goal range, or is it Hail Mary time? Because from 7 seconds down, you don't want to take a shot that you're going to have another play.
We'll see how they handle it. He'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep down. And a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Rodney McLeod. And a big turnover there.
Look at you go!